morning, guys and gals. Let's do another video. I'm going to cut up a pumpkin from the garden. So I grew this out of the garden. He's a little wobbly, but that's okay because this will sit here and I can just chop it. So I'm going to cut it and we're going to steam it in the crock pot, and then I'm going to blend it so I can make pie for Christmas. So let's get started. I have my little chef's knife. I'm going to use this one, and then I may use this one. I like them both. They're pretty sharp. I sharpen my knives before I get started. So let's start chopping. And this is really hard to do, so if it's not even, it's okay. You just really need sharp knives and be careful. Alright, next side. And it's messy. Very messy. I'm keeping the seeds, but not that one because it's chopped in half. It won't grow. So this pumpkin came up from my garden. The years before, my pumpkins were about this big. This last year we had a lot of rain and I got big pumpkins. So I'm happy. Alright, I'm cutting the core. A little stem thing because I don't want to eat that. Alright, got it in half. Take the little top part off. See this stuff? I'm throwing that away. I'm going to cut some of this off. So I'll show you. Because I'm not wasting my pumpkin. So I'm throwing this away. I'm going to keep these so when I plant again, I can plant these in the garden. So I got me a little bowl. I'm going to rinse my seeds. I got to move my knife so I don't drop it on the floor. I'm going to use a spoon. I'm just going to start scraping some. I'll show you guys. I'm just going to start scraping this out. You can also make some pumpkin seeds. You can dry them and then put a little salt and bake them for a while. I don't do that. I like to regrow because these are organic, so they grow really well in our garden here. Alright. Man, this thing looks great. Man, I got a lot of seeds. I'm happy. If it's easier for you just to pull, go for it. You just want to make sure you get all this out like that. You don't want to cook those because you can't eat them with the pumpkin that we're making for pies. and just do a check and make sure all the seeds are out. I think if you have a little of that, that's fine, because I'm going to blend mine in the blender. I have a little Oscar blender. I like that machine. So I'm going to blend it. Oh, I got to cut this piece off. And I always point the knife away from me, because if you go like this, you're going to cut yourself. So just be careful. When you chop, put your fingers like that, your thumb back, so you don't chop your fingers. I'm keeping that piece. Alright. That looks good to me, so I'm going to call it good on that. Let's split this one up. See all the seeds? That's nice. That'll be awesome in the garden. You don't plant them all, you have them the next year. So what I do with the seeds is I'll put them in, I'll separate all this stuff because I don't want this in there because it'll get moldy. So I just split them up, rinse them off, and then I let them dry. I just let the seeds dry for a little bit, and then I put them in a plastic bag, label them, and I plant them the next year. That looks pretty good. Alright. I'm going to move this bowl up here because I'm going to need some room. Alright. I'm going to chop it that way. So I'm going to flip the even sides down so it's not wobbly. So now I can just go. And it doesn't have to be straight. I just want to make sure I cut it a little bit. You can also just chop this up and put it in the freezer. I'm just doing little chunks. Chopping the pumpkin in little chunks. The sharper the knife, the quicker this will go. Onto this one. I'm getting my workout today. Okay, you got a lot of chunks. Man, this pumpkin was huge. I don't know if I'm going to steam it all. I might steam a little bit of it. I need to wash my hands, it's slippery. That feels so much better. I like to have clean hands in a clean kitchen. Alright, I'm going to move my knife on this little shelf so I don't drop it. Done that before. But it's okay. Just keep cooking. If you mess up, keep going. Alright. I'm using my little crock pot. And let's see. It has levels. You can't really see them inside. You can see them mostly on the outside. So it'll tell you how far you can go. And it'll show you like the max. Don't go over that. You make a mess. Done that before. So my little crock pot. It steams and I'll show you how it works. And I gotta rinse all the pumpkin off that I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna do maybe that much. Because I'm just probably gonna make a couple pies, maybe one pie. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, if I need more, I can always make more later. So I just want to show you guys how to cut up a pumpkin from the garden and then make it so it looks like the canned stuff in the store that you buy, so you can have fresh. This is like really good. So I just want to do a quick rinse with that. I think I'm going to move this over here because I'll show you what to do with that too if you want to keep seeds. Alright, pouring it in my little pot. I'm going to combine the pumpkin in my little colander because I'm going to use this area for my little crock pot. Move this over. So what I'm going to do with this stuff, the rest of it, I'm going to put it in a large freezer bag. I write pumpkin on it, and then I put the date when I put it in the freezer, so I know how long I can leave it in the freezer. We also just, steam this and put butter over it and just eat it like a vegetable as well. That's really good. Alright, I'm going to wipe my little counter off. I just like a clean area. My kitchen's really tiny. This is the little lid, and then it has steam or no steam. So when I use it, it's going to be like that, and I'm going to put where there's no steam coming out. So it steams the pumpkin because it's really hard and it takes forever to like cook. You can also cook in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. So this is my little crock pot. This crock pot's nice. I got it for Christmas one year, so I try to use it once in a while. In another video, I'm going to show you how to do refried beans. So I'll push it this way so we can see it. Alright. I'm going to put this container on top. I gotta add some water. Put some water. I don't want any spices or anything in this. We can spice it later. I just want to make a kind of like a pumpkin puree. That's what I'm making. And then you can add spices when you want them, or you can just eat the pumpkin like it is because it's done and it tastes great. Alright, so I put the water. I put about a cup in, maybe a half. You just need a little water so it can soak up the moisture in the pumpkin so it's not too dry. I don't like it really dry. But if you want to add less water, that's up to you. Alright, I need to find, okay, there's that. Okay, that's unlocked. This is locked. Alright, I gotta look at it. Okay, I want steam. I think I'm gonna go the plus sign because I'm gonna do it for I think I'll do it 25 minutes and then I'm gonna push start. Okay, it's heating up. Once it's heated up, then it'll start cooking. Alright, so that's ready. And when I come back, I'll show you what I'm doing with this. And then I'll show you the pumpkin. And then we're going to put it in the blender. So see you shortly. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Alright guys and gals, I'm back. I cleaned up a little bit. Did all the seeds except for a few because I want to show you that. The crock pot is went to warm, so I'll show you that in just a second. It's so loud that I don't want to show you these food things. Okay, these are your seeds. What I do is just put them in the colander. I like to rinse them off. So I just pull them off the rind. So if you want to keep seeds and grow your own pumpkin, I would. This one's a little flat, so I don't think it's going to grow, so I'm pinching it. So I'll throw it in the trash. Okay, I do a quick rinse. This is how many seeds I got out of one pumpkin. I think that's great. And then any seeds that are half like that are cut, pinch them because they won't grow. I mean, if you can get them to grow, keep them, but I'm throwing them away. So, that's what I do. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? Oh, the rest of the pumpkin, I get in little freezer bags. I just label them and date them. Did about 1.5 bags, so I can save that for later. These are the freezer bags I use. Put it that way. Just regular freezer bags, and then I use a Sharpie, a little Sharpie to write on my bags, and then I put them in the freezer, use them when I can. Alright, this next step, this is done. It went to warm because it was done. So I'm going to shut it off so it's off. And then I'm going to turn this button, this little lever, so let out the steam. And it's really loud. It'll scare you at first. It's not hot. The other ones, when I was a kid, were really hot. You couldn't touch that. That's amazing. So I'm rinsing my seeds and I'm putting them in a bowl. Man, that fresh pumpkin smells so good. Wipe up my little counter. I usually never wear an apron in the kitchen at home, so I think I made this apron about 10 years ago. I found it at Hobby Lobby and I just sewed buttons on it so it wouldn't be so cold. Alright. Gonna have to clean up the stuff off the floor. Okay, I'm gonna see if this is cool enough. Alright, and unlocked. Lift it up. Oh wow, that looks good. Can't wait to show you. I'm gonna wash this lid real quick so I don't damage it. I need some pot holders. Just pull it out. This is what it looks like. It's all steamy and what's nice about this, you can touch it and it won't get burned. I like that. It's amazing. So whoever thought of this crock pot, that was a good idea. Now this is hot, but this is not hot. moving that so I have some room. You don't have to put all that water, so if you want to do like a cup of water, that's fine too. I might use a little bit, I might not. It depends on the blender. Just gonna grab pieces of it. Because this is hot. I don't want to touch it when it's hot. I don't want to get burnt. I'm going to put a few pieces in just to see what I'll do in the blender. That works out really good. I don't think I'm going to add more water to it because I think that's fine for me. So I'm just going to pour that in a bowl. Since I have this dirty, I'm just going to use this. I like that. It's perfect. That looks good. Put my blender on high. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Perfect. Let's see. One piece didn't blend that well. Wow, that looks amazing. Still a little warm. This is what it looks like. This is really hot. Oh, that tastes so fresh. This is good just by itself. But if you want to make pie, I might eat some of that for lunch. Really good. So you guys, there's your pumpkin. You should try to make some. I like it. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Catch you later.